Flav, AKA, after making over $1 million during the crack era, and reportedly being involved in nearly a dozen homicides, Flav ended up on America's Most Wanted and was sentenced to life plus 40 years. Born and raised in Baton Rouge.
All the way in that park, 38th Street.
Now, you were raised by your mother and grandmother because your dad was locked up?
My dad was a gangster. It was right for me to be a gangster. But as he was doing them 15 years, I wound up in the penitentiary with him. And by the time he got out, I was in the feds doing a life sentence, you know. But now, again, it wasn't all because of what my father did that made me or forced me to do what I did, because my mother worked every day. I made the choices because my daddy was a gangster. I wanted to be a gangster. You know, but my oldest brother, he didn't want to be a gangster, so I made that choice again.
Well, in junior high, that was the first violent act you were involved in. It involved a butcher knife.
Yes, sir.
What exactly happened?
Well, you know, it's like what they call today is bullies. You know, people always picking on. We called it back then, in the 70s. Somebody just picking on you. You know, it wasn't no word, no bully or not. But if you look at it scientifically today, it means the same. It's bullying, and that's what happened. A guy that was a little bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man Buster, he kind of, he beat both of us up a couple times together, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, but I got tired of, getting beat up, and I spoke on something, and as I started growing and started learning in life that, that tongue is a powerful weapon. And I told my grandmother, if he keep on, that I'm going to kill him, and so one thing led to the other, you know what I'm saying? I wound up in a juvenile institution, for an incident happened. And, I guess that's where it all started at.
Well, the incident you're talking about, you grabbed a butcher knife and you stabbed him in the chest? You actually tried to kill him.
I went through the, through the juvenile system, but I got out to change my life, but I didn't.